open discussion podcast. Topics include sensitive issues such as sex, religion, politics, race, gender, death, BDSM, MFN, CFNM, MMF, MMFM, and healthcare. Do not try this at home.
Get your motherfucking ass up when I'm talking.
So hold on tight. The action starts now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
And here we go.
Reno, Lake Tahoe, right? Remember that Telly Savalas shit? The Players Club, it's accepted anywhere. Las Vegas, Atlantic City, Tahoe. That shit's awesome.
Yeah.
Guess what, man?
What?
We're on episode 38. We're getting close to 40, which is actually the reality for me.
Damn.
And I'm excited for it. We're pumping away. We're fucking earning our keep. We're chopping away with our nose to the grindstone and all those funny things. We're up and rising and grinding. I'm sitting here in a very uncomfortable spot so I can record. I'm looking at a Spider-Man pillow. I'm on a very stained mattress. There's some fucking Legos and kids' books. This is it, man. I'm living the dream, baby.
Yeah.
The Repeat Offender Podcast coming at you from the bedroom in the home we currently reside in Hamul on the edge of San Diego County. We're live. We come at you from anywhere. We adapt and overcome. We don't need no stinking badges. I'll fucking podcast from a port-a-potty. God damn it. But this is our 38th episode, and we are titling this one as my co-host's favorite subject. Something I'm stricken with. Unnecessary whiteness. We're going to talk about today the dogma concerning white culture, the stigma concerning painful whiteness. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I don't know that white people have a culture.
We do. Have you ever seen somebody tuck their t-shirt into their jeans? That's white as a fucking plantation, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, still in other people's culture, too.
It is. Well, because white absorbs other colors, right?
Yeah,
so, naturally...
I think, actually, that white is a combination of most colors, ain't it?
I thought it was like black. It's like the absence of color.
No.
Well, white... You don't really want white.
White's reflective too. It reflects heat and sun rays.
It is. And we're reflective of others around us. Cultural appropriation. And to be honest with you, you don't want white culture. There's not white restaurants besides Chili and Applebee's. You know what I mean? You don't want a restaurant that serves mayonnaise on white bread.
Mayonnaise can be all right.
Yeah, when you're poor. So I brought up a couple articles that for our listeners' entertainment, and I thought you would love this one. So, the best source for information that has the finger on the pulse of society today online is the Urban Dictionary. The Urban Dictionary, if you do not know what it is, it's basically it's the place you would go to if you kind of want to know the street view of things, and not the Google Street View of things. But more like keeping it real, right?
Yeah.
So Urban Dictionary, when you type in whiteness, and to me it's probably the most racist thing on Urban Dictionary, but it's hilarious and you'll love it. So UrbanDictionary.com defines the term whiteness. Top definition, a set of cultural values that emphasizes meritocracy, punctuality, education, strong work ethic, and individualism.
That's fucking amazing.
Which is really fucked up. But it's kind of funny, if you look at, there's the society people have where it's like we're supposed to be nice and racism doesn't exist. But then there's the real world, right? Where it's like, we all know what CP time is, right? You don't know what CP time is?
No, what's CP time? Tell me.
Colored people time. It's when you're you're functionally late to things all the time.
Oh, I thought that was dope boy time. I didn't know that they was something else.
It depends on where you are in the world, right?
I guess I get what you're saying. From white people, they would say some shit like that.
CP time. So a good example, is if, like, say you're in an office and you're with the coworkers and you're like, "Hey, where's Tyrone? He's not here. I guess he's on CP time." That's my own shit laugh.
Yeah, it sounds like fucking Carlton.
Oh, I drive a Chrysler Sebring without a roof.
It's kind of sounding like Carlton, Obama, and some old white guy had a love child.
It's imperative that you gotta back that ass up.
What about, like, I don't know? I mean, what?
Smack it up, flip it,
white people own?
And rub it down.
They own, I guess, religion, huh? Like Christianity, but they stole that too.
White people did. They took that from the Jews.
Yeah, from the Jews, and put a twist on it.
Oh, since we're still only 5 minutes in this, we're gonna put the trigger warning on it. For those who follow the Repeat Offender podcast, you know what we're all about. For those just tuning in case you got like a subscription for your birthday, it's gonna get a little racial in here. All right, so if you're triggered easily by that, if you want to protest, if you want to attack me on Twitter, suck a dick, but go ahead and keep listening because we'll go back and forth on Twitter. So I looked up a bunch of I looked up a bunch of whiteness things.
All right.
And then I thought it would be funny, but it's not because it's from Huffington Post, and because Huffington Post is like the media version of I have a black friend.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really fuck with them, so you know what I'm saying?
Right. But here's 10 things that white people need to quit saying.
Okay.
All right. Number 1, do not use the word exotic to refer to humans who do not look like you. We are not fruit. It is not a compliment. I know, right? The longer you insist on assuring us that it is a compliment, the stupider you look. Just give up. Now,
I'm gonna start saying that. Like that bitch is exotic, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Exotic. Now,
get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Going back to what I was saying, there's the world people wish they lived in, and then there's the real where you say exotic. That puts in your mind, she's swarthy, she's curvy, she's got, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, she's exotic. Oh shit, dude, she got big lips, that Spanish hair, right?
I hear you.
Exotic. Or white people strip clubs where you just slide change across the floor.
Yeah.
And then you got Tiffany trying to pick up a dime with Lee press-on nails for 10 minutes. That's why exotic is important.
So the writer of this person was just for argument's sake, was she white, black?
Well, let's look. Melody Moeezy. Oh, it's a white person.
Okay.
Or no, Moeezy. It might be.
That's probably an
she is
name.
An activist, attorney, speaker, commentator, award-winning author. Oh, she's got a lot. Oh,
it don't take much to sell a book. I mean, look at Trump Jr. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people bought that shit to launder money. But
I think that I heard through the grapevine that motherfucker, like, somebody bulk purchased the book to get it to the top of the New York.
Yeah, they did. They bulk purchased that bitch and got it sitting in the storage locker somewhere. That's what I'm saying. Like, this cunt here, you know what I'm saying? She might be a good person or whatever. I don't know her, but
well, she's a UN.
What I'm saying, all that really you got to do is say some shit and support some shit, and some people that want to alleviate their guilty fucking conscience, that they're gonna buy the book and be like, oh, I'm expanding my knowledge base, man. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, people that fuck that. The bitch is exotic. The bitch ain't exotic. You know what I'm saying? Melody,
fuck all that. Moeezy. She sounds like the kind of girl that would have like a consent form before you had sex.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. How you gonna say that you're not like fruit, and then want somebody to eat your pussy like it is fruit? So fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe she doesn't get her pussy. She's like, I don't do that because that is a patriarchal thing to do.
Oh, okay.
She's like eating ass. That is derogatory of black men, and I don't do that.
Damn.
But according to Miss Moeezy, Lil Miss Moeezy,
I'm gonna look the bitch
right?
up.
If she was a rapper, she'd be Mo Easy.
What's her name?
Oh my God, that's. Oh no, okay, never mind.
Lydia.
She put 10 things white people need to stop saying, but then she put number 1, and then the rest are bullet points. Okay, I guess. So, anyways, I guess what would be number 2 according to Little Miss Wheezy? Do not use the word ethnic as though it were a distinct race or nationality. Well, for those that don't know, if she sucks dick in an ethnic way, that means something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ethnic food means it's not just chicken tenders.
No, kind of off subject, nigga. What the fuck's a pink taco?
Like the restaurant of the guy that just died.
Yeah, it was in my newsfeed when I was trying to look up the.
I guess it's
the PC bitch.
I guess it's just like a.
Was that like?
Taco stand?
I thought it was. I would have been like some really white college kid fucking slang name for pussy.
Well, that's what white people say. Pink taco. You see that, and then you're thinking a pink taco in like white college culture is an Asian girl's vagina that looks like a paper cut.
Okay, yeah, maybe. I got you.
So I guess it's like a pink berry for tacos.
Yeah.
At Pink Taco, we keep it real and uncomplicated, simple, relevant, and venturesome Mexican dishes you will crave, created by a white guy.
What did the white dude die from?
He died at 38, so it's got to be some fucking crazy
Drugs.
shit. Yeah, it's got to be drugs. His name was Harry Morton. You can't get more Hispanic than Harry Morton.
I'm just saying, like, motherfucking, the people who offed fucking Epstein must have motherfucking had lunch there before they went and did a deed.
Maybe that's the last thing Epstein requested.
Pink taco.
Pink Taco.
I thought he was into Young Taco.
Young Taco. It's all pink, right? It's lighter pink. It's a lighter shade of pink when they're that young. Number 3. I guess, according to the videos I watched it. Number 3. Jesus Christ! I would hate to be in this chick's. I would hate to go to this Thanksgiving with this chick. Number 3. Do not ask people where they are from more than once. Trust them the first time. No need for where are you really from or where are your parents from.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? But I got you because I asked a motherfucker, no, like, where you really from, nigga? You know what I'm saying?
Well, for those just tuning in, this is the Repeat Offender Podcast, episode 38, Unnecessary Whiteness. We are talking about 10 things that white people should no longer say. First being, do not use the word exotic. Second being, do not use the word ethnic. Third being, do not ask people where they are from more than once. So if you say, hi, where are you from? My name's Chad. I am from Nigeria. You should be accepted of that.
I'm just saying, nigga, like, you go to any motherfucking neighborhood that is not of your normal social circle, okay, and nigga be like, who are you, nigga? Where you from, nigga? What are you doing here? You don't belong here.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I mean, that's not how I
thing.
ask people that
You know?
Excuse me, sir. We're all wearing blue. Why are you wearing red? Thank you. I'll thank you to get out of my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right? Number 4. This shit's making me embarrassed to be white. Number 4, avoid statements like, wouldn't it be great to live during insert any era which the person you're talking to couldn't vote or own property?
I think that if you're focusing on that in a negative light, in that, yeah, but I don't think anyone that I would associate with would be like, I want to live in the, in the 50s or the 60s or, you know, the 1800s. I don't think any of their reasoning had to do with disenfranchisement. You know what I'm saying? Like, not in any way.
Wouldn't it be great to live? Wouldn't it be great to live in Mississippi in the 1960s? Oh, Tyrell, I'm sorry, I didn't see you standing there.
Yeah, I'm saying, because my lady, man, she likes the music from the, from the 60s and stuff, and she talks about it, missing her era and stuff like that. But it definitely doesn't have anything to do with any negative, way. I guess if someone's putting herself in that position, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, if you need some self-esteem, go on eBay and buy you a fucking cup. You know what I mean?
Well, let's just say you didn't want to avoid saying that. Wouldn't it be great to be somewhere around like Swaziland in like the 1860s?
I'm saying, like, you hear like Jewish people, like, trying to tell people, how to motherfucking be and talk, and them niggas was cooked in the oven by the millions. You know what I'm saying?
Were they cooked?
I mean,
or
they
were they burnt
gassed,
to ash?
Whatever the fuck they was. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas no longer existed. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck real. Like, all these motherfucking, people like, even like the Muslims and the fucking Indians, like, motherfucking, my shit popping up every day, motherfucking, with some Bollywood shit, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck about this, nigga. Why is this shit even on my list? You know what I'm saying? Nothing I have watched even remotely tells your algorithm to put it on my screen.
Oh, dude, this is a good one.
I told my mama the other day, because she's looking for a new cancer doctor or whatever. And, I told her,
did you say new cancer doctor?
Yeah, I told her don't go to the Indian. You know what I'm saying?
See, and that's something black people do. They just bury the lead. Your mom has cancer? I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, she's had cancer, and then, the cells come back and shit like that, so it's this battle, and then because, she crossed state lines, now there's a huge issue with the fucking insurance, and then the treatments, and the medicines are more than the insurance, and it's a fucking shitstorm, and it's like bureaucracy, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no white privilege in that, you know what I'm saying? So
this is America. Welcome.
Motherfuckers are so caught up in their own shit that they automatically assume everyone is like living superior to them, and finance has nothing to do with fucking race, you know what I mean? So the fucking white people, I don't like white people, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
Number 5.
But anyways, back to the point. I told her don't go to the Indian. You know what I'm saying?
Don't go to the Indian. You don't want to. No.
Because they cut corners and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, in general. I'm not saying all of them. You know what I'm saying? But the vast majority of them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but at least a good 10,000 of them.
Yeah, a lot of them motherfuckers, and they all got the same last name. You know how the fucking entire country got the same last name?
Bro, real quick side story. I used to work in a urine drug testing lab, right? Mm-hmm. And it was part of my job to like resolve issues with the specimens that came in.
Yeah.
And this one motherfucker's name was Nick. His last name was Nick Pravarafar. Like, that was his whole fucking last name. But the issue with him, and why I remember him, is that his signature was like a squiggly line.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we verified that was him, so every time we saw that weird squiggly line, we're like, oh, okay, that's Dr. Nick Pravarafar's fucking signature. A lot of corners being cut in that point.
Yeah, I'm just saying, though, like, I went to the Indian dollars, like, and I met a lot of cool Indians and shit, but, like, the hotel owners, and they treat their employees like shit. And then I would go to this one doctor, and they want to try and, upsell you on some shit you don't need. Like, I go in for my DOT physical. And they be trying to put shit in there that don't even, count. You know what I'm saying? It's not even has nothing to do with that. It's just, it's bad experiences. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I just, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, do you? You know what I'm saying?
Fuck them.
Yeah, and then at the store, they pay these niggas at the store. They would hire some white people. And then when they first opened the store to make people feel like, part of the community, it was culture attack. And then they fired all them motherfuckers once they got the store open. And then they bring in their people. They sponsor their people, which cool, lift your people up. But they pay them on these prepaid cards. And then when they visiting visa or whatever was up, they'd go home, but they wasn't carrying no cash. It was all these prepaid cards. So you know what I'm saying? Obviously there wasn't no issues with that. But it was little sneaky bastards. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Repeat Offender Podcast fully endorses any and everybody's ability to become a medical doctor. However, call centers are always looking for people too.
Yeah, fucking nigga's name ain't Bob, nigga. When I call you, your name ain't Bob, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be, I'll tell them, nigga, how I'm gonna trust you to give you any personal information about my account if you can't even tell me your real motherfucking name.
Anyways, moving on. Number 5, you're gonna love this one, and this is the most common mistake that white people make in the world.
What?
Resist the urge to ever say, I have a lot of fill in the blank with the racial, religious, or ethnic groups on which you are least familiar. Friends. I think people stopped saying that in the 90s.
No, yeah, because black people do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know niggas and they'll tell you need to keep a white friend. You know what I'm saying? And
you got to, because they know the law.
It is. But like Chinese people be the real racist, nigga. Do you see Chinese people fucking with anybody other than Chinese?
No, I guess it would be the same with, like, Ukrainian people.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably can't nobody understand Ukrainians but Ukrainians. You know what I'm saying?
He's happy to be in America. Thank you.
Yeah, my motherfucking old landlord, they was like Ukrainian, Russian, Slavic, some shit like that, nigga. And them niggas, they were out. They shit, nigga. You could tell they grew up in some communist shit.
They probably did.
Yeah, they did, nigga. That's another thing. Look at them white people, and they preyed on their own. Niggas killed like goddamn 20 million motherfuckers, 60 million people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it was. It was a lot. Whole country.
It was a lot of people.
Niggas killed the whole country. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, you know what I'm saying? What? I mean, this ain't just a black thing. This ain't just, it's a conquering. It's a human thing. I'm just going to throw that out there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just a white thing. Niggas don't give a fuck. If you stopping a nigga from eating his groceries or moving the move he want to make, nigga going to take you out.
And on that note, number 6. God. Remember that reverse racism isn't a thing. Racism is about the abuse of power and privilege. If your race denies you power and privilege, then you can't be racist. Certainly, you can still be an asshole, just not racist. What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Reverse racism isn't a thing. If you
is that like Uncle Ruckus? Is that like Uncle Ruckus where he hate black people?
Dude, Uncle Ruckus is the funniest fucking thing ever.
Or is reverse racism like where you're busy telling white people all the shit they shouldn't be doing?
I can't wrap my mind. Hold on. Reverse racism.
I think she's talking about her whole article.
Oh, I guess they're saying white victimhood. Oh, okay. So since Miss Moeezy is a white apologist, I think she's trying to say, like, I think what this is trying to say is that, like, if you're being a racist,
yeah,
you know what I mean, and then like people are attacking you, and you're like, well, fuck, people are attacking because I'm white, and I said that. I think that's kind of what Moeezy's talking about.
I think what Moeezy's saying is that she tried to make herself relevant on some dumb shit, and she probably needs to go choke on a horse dick.
Bro, how much black dick do you think she gets? Do you think she gets out of just like guilt? She's like, I'm gonna go to the club and just take 10 metric feet of black dick because white people are just terrible.
Damn.
Now, 10 metric feet of black dick is probably just like 2 dudes, but still, was that that's one of those funny racist things, like saying like black people.
I think it's kind of stereotyping. It's kind of assuming that people of African descent are fucking have big cocks.
Hold on.
If
between you and me, between you and me, I'm a dick watcher, right?
Yeah.
Which means if I'm in a public shower, I'm gonna be looking at somebody's dick. Doesn't mean I'd be like, go stick that in my ass. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna look at somebody's dick, right?
Yeah, you'll pecker
And so when I was in the Navy, they make you shower together in like one room. So I'm dick glancing, right? And I'm sorry, the black dudes, their meat, like it was hanging, it was free, it was out there. They didn't look like they had any issues, right? Versus the white dudes that their shit curls up and it looks like an acorn on a fucking bed of fur.
Yeah.
So, as far as I've seen within 10 feet of me, black people do have larger penises. Now, I haven't spent any time in the shower with any Swedish or Norwegian people or American Indians that I know of.
Yeah, but American Indians are not, they're definitely not. I don't think they're white either.
Well, then you look at, but then I didn't know if they were black. You ever seen those Cuban dudes and they look like they're black, but they're Cuban?
Yeah.
Maybe I was looking at some Cuban dick.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like everybody, I think most people agree that mankind originated in Africa and then spread.
The cradle of motherfucking civilization.
Yeah, and motherfuckers experimented on the people that went north and changed them genetically a little bit and gave them like motherfucking smaller dicks.
What if that was just the exchange? What if they're like, look, we're sorry we enslaved you guys, but what if we just tell everybody you got great big dicks? And they're like, all right, I could deal with that.
I don't know, man. I just, I'm not really an apologist, nigga. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I just try to worry about my own motherfucking food, you know what I'm saying? Lift niggas
Does
up
anybody
around me,
really,
you know what I'm saying?
Does anybody really want to think about a slave owner with a huge dick?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd look at it in the shower, though. All right, so, number 7... Or 8. 7? I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm saying maybe people,
number 7.
People ought to be talking to the Jewish people about persecuting Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
I always bring that up to them, and they always seem to just kind of shy away. Number 7. Unless you are one of, quote unquote, those people, making fun of other people calling you those people, then never say those people. I air quoted 3 times. I like saying those people or you people, but I'm usually referring to fat chicks in stretch pants.
I'm more like them motherfuckers. That motherfucker over there. Look at them bitch niggas. You know what I'm saying? I just be
Have you ever heard
shit.
You ever heard that Bill Burr joke when he goes? He's like, where you put the fuck when you refer to somebody is it depends on how racist. He's like, that Asian motherfucker or those motherfucking Asians.
Yeah, I can see how that would work. You know, how it could be perceived. Yeah.
He's like, it depends on where you say it. If you say that motherfucking Asian versus that Asian motherfucker.
Yeah, man. I think race, man, is one of them topics where you can really like draw some hard lines, hit some nerves, and crack some motherfucking jokes. You know what I'm saying? You can either divide or bring people together quick, can't you?
I mean, I guess
In America, like in the rest of the world, niggas kill niggas if like you eat pork, you know what I'm saying? Like you eat pork, you gonna die. But in America, like,
well, the pork thing is just one of those archaic, should have been let go of long time ago things that people still adhere to. Like I have a Jewish, and he'll probably listen to this because he told me he listened to it. I have a friend who's a lawyer and he's Jewish. I don't think those two things are connected, or that in any way that helped him pass the bar.
That's a stereotype. That's a stereotype, but it's real though. Like if you listen, like people with money, they want Jewish lawyers. You know what I'm saying? When you think about crooked bankers, you think Jewish. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't think that he eats pork, which is weird because I wouldn't consider him.
Well, he eat pussy.
What, like a fat chick?
Does he just eat pussy? Because humans.
I'm gonna have to assume so because he's not black.
Yeah, they're.
The Repeat Offender Podcast would like to inform people that we adhere to most popular stereotypes, and one of them is that men of a darker color or ethnic men do not engage in cunnilingus.
That's not even appropriate to assume those people don't eat pussy.
I think those people eat pussy. I think some of them don't. And I think it's an ethnic stereotype that exotic men don't eat pussy.
Exotic men, yeah.
So, number 8 on the top 10 things that white people should stop saying. This is a long one. You ready?
Go.
Think before asking people to explain an entire race, religion, civilization, or geographic region to you simply because they don't happen to identify with that background. Don't expect a 14-year-old girl who covers her hair to explain all of Islam to you in 10 minutes or less simply because you're too lazy to read a book, get a library card, and let her eat her lunch in peace. I want to say this ahead of anything.
It specifically says 14-year-old Islamic girl?
I added that in because we were talking about Epstein. No, it did.
Okay.
No, it does. It does. So
do white people in general make habits of talking to strange kids that are eating their lunch without parental supervision in parks?
Yes, actually, that they do. So
people let their kids go to parks without parents?
no, it did say a park. No, it didn't say a park. It just said I don't know.
A bench, just a fucking random bench.
We're assuming this is a white janitor going up and talking to a girl.
So he strikes up a conversation of convenience so that maybe he can gain knowledge direct from the source to gain understanding of
or
something.
Maybe this is Epstein at a
lacks.
fucking bus station. I don't know.
Okay, all right, yeah, no, I
Here's
got you. Yeah,
my thing.
Because so continue to self-segregate and don't become familiar with the things that you don't understand, so you might have personal growth and development of understanding or acceptance. Okay, all right, yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
So here's my stance on it. If your religion, if the dogma of the tenets of your belief system, clearly written by man, which cannot be refuted, if you believe that what is necessary to worship your omnipresent deity is based upon what kind of clothing you wear, you're wrong in every sense of the. Now, I'm not just saying.
You sound like a gang. You sound like a gang. I knew a nigga in a gang, and he had to wear certain things.
I'm not just saying the hijab. Baptist women and like Mormons women, they can't wear pants. Like, if you're talking about like an omnipotent being that is everywhere all at once, and you're fucking being like, he doesn't want us to wear jeans, and you're belittling his power to that of a school principal, you're wrong in every sense of the form.
Let's see, I got into a conversation the other day about religion, and I was explaining that no matter who you talk to, wherever they're raised, whatever the predominant religion is, it's likely to be their religion, and they, as being indoctrinated since birth, are going to believe that it is the one true religion. And this person I was talking to couldn't get their mind, was kind of taken aback and slightly offended by it and so forth. But it was like, you got to slow down and understand that a lot of the religions started in the same place with the same basic story, and then they split and diverged, and then some of them were made up and invented, as a way to cope and understand reality. But the moment that your religion starts telling you to go to war and kill motherfuckers and shit, that are different from you, you might need to reassess your values. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't care if your bitch wraps up in a hot dog bun. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if your bitch wraps up in a hot dog bun, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying.
That's more acceptable, though, than to be like, my God, my all ever-present being doesn't want me to wear men's clothing.
I think what they're saying in that, I think that right there is more of a culture thing and like an environment thing where like they want they want to embrace their feminism and they want to dress a certain way. I think that, some of that's more cultural, like you talking about with the Baptist women wearing pants and shit like that. But
to be honest with you, I think the Muslim women cover themselves because they're trying to like,
it's lust.
Yeah, it's
they're
a
trying
lust
to slow down lust. Yeah.
So you got all those horny brown people walking around humping the air like a dog. That's not God's fault.
Yeah, but it's crazy like how ostracizing and like fucking sex, like motherfuckers like you're programmed to procreate, you know what I mean? You're programmed to go fuck something and then you put all these boundaries up, and instead of it being normalized, I think you create a lot of the issues by trying to make them taboo, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
hold on. We're making fun of. I made fun of a Muslim thing, and there happens to be a knock at the door. Hold on, let me check. The Repeat Offender Podcast would like to state that we are actually discriminatory against all people and all races.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with like I'm probably harder on on white people than the motherfucking like the I don't know, whatever.
Hold on.
Motherfucking.
Well, here we got two more. Let's get this list done and we move on.
All right, get it done.
Number 9 of the top 10 things that white people should stop saying, according to Lil Miss Mo Easy. I'm gonna look her up real quick.
I tried to, but you wouldn't tell me the bitch name.
I told you it's Melody Moezy. I'm gonna look her up because I wonder if she's hot. Melody Moezy. Oh, look, she comes up, so she's kind of popular. Oh, she's a fucking smoke show. All right, I get it. She can
What's
tell
her
me
name?
what's
What's
up.
the bitch name?
Melody, like a tune,
Okay, Melody.
and then Moezzi. Damn, look at her. She's like fucking Mia Khalifa, the porn star.
Melozy?
Moezy.
Moezzi.
Moezzi.
Okay,
She is.
Moezzi. Oh, look at this cunt.
Oh, but still, dude, I would
Look at
fucking
this bitch.
eat. Look at her though. I would eat food I didn't like off her ass.
No, I'd fucking.
Oh, she could spit on me and call me an infidel. Look at that shit.
Look at this
Oh, she is a.
bitch. What a fucking cunt.
Oh God, I gotta get away. I gotta click off this. Look here. Here's a picture of her in a low cut. Oh, what, bro? You can't be out there telling men what to do when you fucking got that super. Anyways, all right.
No,
So,
that right there, that bitch right there. I bet she is one of them fucking. She's got the little dot head thing going on.
I don't know. Fuck, she got a dot above her asshole. She's hot.
No, that bitch is a cunt. You can tell she's probably one of them military fucking bitches to be trying to tell niggas how to fuck to the left and the right and all that crazy.
Like she would get all offended if the guy got a hard on when they're making out.
Fuck that cunt. You know what I'm saying? Bitch need to go choke on a corn cob or something.
According to Miss Moezy, number 9.
Fuck her.
Remember, we are not all from one place. Pretending we are just makes you look delusional. So avoid the "we're all from Africa anyway" statements. As my co-host just stated a couple minutes ago.
Fuck that bitch. I'm from motherfucking Florida. You know what I'm saying?
We are the world, Thomas.
I'm a motherfucking Native American.
Thomas, we are the children. We are the ones to make a brighter day, okay?
No, we the ones raping the goddamn earth. Gonna burn this bitch to the ground.
There are books and changes. We're saving our own lives.
I'm just saying, like, how is America a Christian country and then we give the Israel so much money?
Take it, Michael. When you're down
There's Jewish, and then the Jewish people are the ones that killed the Messiah of the Christian faith. I don't understand how that all works together. You know what I'm saying?
And on that note, number 10 of Miss Melody Smoke Show, Miss America Moezy. Top 10 things that white people should stop saying. And by the way, she can do some CBT torture on me anytime. She can waterboard my penis. Number 10, unless you have achromatopsia, which I assume is color blindness, never say I don't see color.
Then why does she wear makeup?
Because she has smoky eyes. Will you quit trying to ruin this fantasy
She
about
has
her?
smoky motherfucking eyes, nigga. Her shit, her goddamn skull, nigga, above her motherfucking from her nose to her fucking eyebrows looks mutated.
I'm telling you, I bet you she has like a white boyfriend with a red beard.
No, she looked like she fucking probably smokes meth and cuts the inside of her thigh.
No, yeah, that's true. All right, and so that was the top 10 things white people should say. If you at all feel any guilt after this segment, then you go ahead and hit us up on Twitter. Yeah. Go ahead and hit us up on the Repeat Offender Podcast, gmail.com, Twitter, Repeat Offender 5. Find us on Instagram, the Repeat Offender Podcast with the little underscores on them. And let us know what you think. So that was it. I also found something else that you're going to love to be a little bit more hilarious and less social justice-y warrior-ish and stuff. Leaning more towards the way you see things. If I'm a person who loves and respects my friends and lovers, I know what they want. Daddy gives you what you need. 33. I'm not going to do all 33, but some of these are fucking hilarious. 33 things that almost all white people are guilty of. White people love to use the bathroom before leaving a restaurant, come out shaking their hands, drying and saying, ready to rock and roll. I've said that.
I've never said that.
Oh, I've said that. This fucking shit annoys me. White people love to pronounce Target as Target.
Who says that?
White people, dude. I hate that
I've
shit.
never heard that. I guess I don't shop at Target.
Oh, we got to go to Target.
Target.
God damn it, dude. Some of these are funny. White people love saying not too shabby.
I know some old cornbread motherfuckers from the middle of Ohio say that shit.
What?
White people like to say bud too. I noticed that. I never know it coming from Florida, and when I got up here to the Midwest, it was like bud. Everything's bud. How's it going, bud?
Bro, hey bud.
Hey bud.
White people love to bump into you and say, "Oops, excuse me, let me sneak by." Oh my god! All right, let me find a good one. Oh god. White people love saying the names of places they pass when driving with no intention of actually going there. Hey, a Chili's. Huh, a nail salon. Look, a car wash.
That's right.
Fucking white people are amazing.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god.
That's what I've been saying for a long time, and niggas don't be listening.
Here's the thing. And I've heard this before, but it's a good point. If all other races are equal or superior to white people, then why haven't they successfully oppressed an entire race?
Oh shit.
All right, here we go. White people love saying, "I thought you fell in" when you take more than 2.5 seconds in the bathroom. This is comedy gold. White people love saying, "If I could just get an autograph," when they need you to sign a receipt.
Yeah, them bitches at the motherfucking restaurant say that.
Oh god, dude, these are amazing. White people love picking up the check and saying, "All right, what's the damage?" Oh my god, I'm crying, dude. These are fucking amazing. Let's see. White people love saying "see you next year" at 11:59 on December 31st.
Is that really a white thing, or is that like?
Oh, bro, it is so fucking white. It is so white that it could avoid being killed by a cop in a gun confrontation.
Damn. That's pretty white.
White people love saying, "Whoa, it's a party in here" when entering a crowded elevator.
That's corny as fuck, dude. That's so
Dude, this
corny.
is white people shit. Oh my god.
Maybe that's a thing. Maybe that shit do exist. Maybe white privilege is real, and I just haven't been like privy to it. You know what I mean?
Bro, no, white privilege is a completely real thing. Like, but it's not just the succinct definition that most people get wrong.
I think white privilege, what I've seen it as, is like an unnecessary level of expectation that does not really exist. It doesn't mean that you're privileged. It's a right of personal entitlement.
Dude, to me, white privilege is me being able to drive weed, 20, 30 pounds of weed across state lines in states that don't have recreational laws, dressed like a golfer because I know I'll have less of a chance of getting pulled over.
I think that's golfer, because I know a lot of white people that could not do that.
Yeah, golfer. A white golfer. A black dude can put on a polo shirt and they're going to think he's part of the fucking goon gang. They're going to think he's Travis Scott, bro. White people love saying "son of a gun."
Yeah, I don't know about that. I guess I just haven't fucked with people enough, huh? Like maybe
You just deal with people that work machinery and shovels, bro. You need to get out there. You need to go like shopping at Target.
Target. Yeah. Yeah.
White people love saying "act like you love each other" when taking pictures.
Yeah.
I believe that. White people love redoing high fives.
Do they?
Fuck yeah! If you don't do it right the first time, you got to do it again.
Oh shit! I didn't know people really still high-fived like that.
Oh my God! White people love not being able to believe it's almost 2019 already. Obviously, that's an old one.
Yeah.
Oh man, white magic, man. Oh, white girl magic.
Damn, that's crazy.
A word in which a white American uses to describe personal, emotional, bonding experience and involves sociological and economical identity pertaining only to white Americans that it was associated with modern society. A socio-economical identity pertaining only to white Americans.
What is that?
Whiteness. These are definitions of whiteness. A white person who is highly respected in a circle of colored or mixed groups of friends or people. Coke dealer with very good stuff. What?
That's crazy.
Bro, I don't know what I would do in this world without blatant racism. Not the hateful kind of you're the same as me. Or we're trying to preserve our dignity. But like racism where we just kind of acknowledge the differences and make fun of it.
Yeah, I thought that was just like human, not really racism.
No, it's a total race thing.
No, because I'll talk like I'm a big dude, right? But I'm driving around, I'll be like, look at that fat motherfucker over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is this motherfucker doing? You know what I'm saying?
But that's just fat privilege.
You know, or like there'd be like, a motherfucker at work and it looked like he was half baked. And I'd be like, God damn, they done hired a waterhead. You know what I'm saying? And it's just...
You better be careful there. Waterhead could mean a couple different things.
Yeah, waterhead could mean motherfucking that the nigga can be real happy and they get real mad and flip a truck over.
That's very true. That shit happens a lot. Did I tell you, by the way, speaking of jobs, did I tell you that I according to Indeed, I've applied to 242 jobs since I've been here.
That's amazing. You sound committed to the cause.
No, I don't like it whatsoever.
You should have stayed motherfucking up north, you know what I'm saying, and plugged away at motherfucking the regular shit and ground it out, and then shit made some shit happen.
Now I'll be honest with you, I was happy to eat some real Mexican food.
Yeah, I like Mexican food too,
and I'm happy that it's warm out all the time.
Yeah, I thought about California, man. California it's I don't know. It seemed like a lot of bureaucracy out that way.
Well, I've already gone and performed, right?
Yeah.
Because there's open mic nights I hit up. And I kind of like how there's more... I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't really say I'm impartial to one way of living. After a couple of years of being back here, I'll probably be like, man, I miss that slow life. But then when I had that slow life, I'm like, man, I missed like there being things.
I think the slow life problem, here's the thing with the slow life, right? Is you want excitement and all, but that takes resources to be able to do that, to go pop in, pop out. And the more urban areas, the more developed areas and stuff, they have access to opportunities and whatnot. But the problem is, unless you live somewhere where it's slow and you got the resources to pop in and out, get the money, make your moves, go to dinner, go shopping, and then be able to fall back out, it's not really a happy medium. You know what I mean?
Do you got Twitter?
I have a Twitter somewhere.
Do you got the app?
I don't know.
I just sent you a Twitter link that I think you should look at.
Yeah.
For those just tuning in, this is the Repeat Offender Podcast. 2 guys, 2 states, tired of your shit, coming at you live from San Diego, California, and Light My Fart, Ohio. Talking about whiteness, the problem therein, and how it can benefit you. My guest today is Thomas Richards, author of the new book, What's Up, Honky? Talking about the privilege of white people in America.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it. I signed into it.
Yeah, there you go. You see what's going on with that? I can dig that.
That's
I
your
wonder.
Thing?
Do you know what I'm talking? You see it?
Yeah, is that your thing?
A dude getting blown, getting his ass eaten at the same time?
No, I'm not seeing that picture.
Oh, it's a video. And all I'm saying is, that is probably the best feeling in the world besides winning the lottery.
Mm.
That's like a French kiss Blumpkin. Yeah, now you want to see it, don't you?
I was just skimming through it. I guess it has a lot of posts because that's not there.
Oh, well, I can screenshot it for you.
No, it's all right. They but no, man, I like to live where it's slow, but be able to pop in and out where it's busy. You know what I mean?
No, I feel you whatsoever.
Don't nobody want to need to have their motherfucking.
Oh, oops! I sent that to my mother-in-law.
Shit. Yeah.
Oh well, I'll explain it in a second. There you go. I sent you a screenshot of it. So.
Yeah, they nigga just gotta have the money. Nigga gotta have the money, man. Nigga gotta have the money to get in and out. You know what I mean?
Speaking of in and out, look at the goddamn picture I sent to you.
Oh, I see it. That's all.
Right? I don't give a shit how your feelings are about stuff. If you don't look at that and go, that probably feels good. Like if you got out of the shower, you felt all clean, right? You've been eating fruit all day.
Yeah, I guess it's important to feel clean.
That's what stops me. Honestly, that's what stops me from trying to seek that shit out. Because like I said, I do that thing when I take a shit and then I feel like unless I got up there, unless I wrapped toilet paper on my finger and got up there, I don't feel that clean or confident. So those dudes either eat a lot of vegetables.
They just don't give a fuck.
No, it's got to be something clean. Because I watch those videos and some of those girls get in there. They get in there.
Yeah, they got that. You go online, you can buy that stainless steel shower enema, and you can clean your asshole out.
I'm just saying, bro. I've had it done. It's the greatest feeling in the world. It's amazing. When you're sitting there, right? You got a girl going down on you. She's all excited. She's got that enthusiasm going. You can tell the enthusiasm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When she's humming the national anthem while she's doing it.
Probably ate a bunch of mescaline or something.
Right, and then she's got the balls in her mouth. She starts doing that thing where she sucks on one and then she pops it out.
Oh, you mean when she forgets that she was programmed to be a feminist and she just feeds into her primitive desires?
No, it's even better when a feminist does it. When she's all like, I hate the patriarchy, but when she gets one of them fucking...
That's what I'm saying.
When she gets one of them eggs in her mouth and just starts... and she pulls it out and goes... Right?
Yeah, she goes into primal mode, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Gets on the dick. I know what you're talking about.
Then she gets a little lower, and all of a sudden she gets turned on because she got some balls on her nose, right? She got the Arabian goggles going on, not full Arabian Arabian bifocals, like they're halfway up, and she gets down there, right? And all of a sudden she starts getting at your coffee table, your gooch, right? Your bacon strip, your landing strip. She gets a little lower. She puts your fucking knees up. All of a sudden you're looking at your knees like you're in the fucking stirrups.
That's it.
And you realize, you're like, this is happening, dude. She's about to do it. And then there you come to that crossroad. You're like, am I clean? Am I confident? Am I clean for somebody to be around my ass? Right? And all these girls I've ever been with, I eat ass. I'm an ass eater. I enjoy it. It's a thing I do. I like it almost as much as they do. All girls enjoy it. They just don't want to say it out loud. But, a girl's ass is generally clean. For some reason, it tapers off, pops out, everything's gone. All the packages are off the fucking conveyor belt. But for me, I just don't have that confidence. I'm like 82% there.
You probably need to shit before you shower, nigga. Don't shower then shit.
But I do. I shit before I shit, and I push hard until nothing's happening, and then I admit I twist the fucking washcloth up a little bit, and I spin it.
You can get you some motherfucking handy wipes.
But I've never engaged in. I don't engage into a sexual encounter unless I've showered first.
Well, maybe you need to wipe your asshole with your finger and smell it.
That's my big. I don't understand how dudes go out to the club and they're drinking, they're dancing all night. I'm gonna get laid. It's like, but you don't know. You don't know what your cauldron smells like at this point.
Well, maybe they're not planning on getting their ass ate.
But they still can get their balls licked. You know what I mean? Your ball's been sticking against your leg.
Well, by that some point, she's probably already, got that drink on, and she don't really give a fuck. Think about it. Niggas used to wear suits in 1910 with 100 degrees outside, 3 layers deep, and they were still fucking.
Yeah, but nobody shaved. That's why, go back to what we were talking about, when people have sex and the room stink like sex because everything's caught in the hair. I don't know, it's weird. I just wish I had the confidence of a guy going out to the club, dancing, and being like, yeah, lick my balls. You know what I mean?
Just take another drink.
I don't know, man. That's why they got those one-wipe Charlies. One-wipe Charlies, brought to you by Dollar Shave Club. You're tired of paying more for blades? I wish we had sponsors.
Yeah, we'll get them. We just got to find one that aligns with our non-political views.
Brought to you by the NAACP. The NAACP, getting black people into college for no reason since 1974.
Yeah, we probably ought to get some churches to sponsor some shit.
Wouldn't that be cool? The Westboro, brought to you by the Westboro Baptist Church. Westboro Baptist Church, God hates them all. Also brought to you by Stamps.com.
Some military school.
Fucking military school. I'm just saying, white people are fucking
we probably
goofy.
Get that Lacucci bitch that you was just talking about, the sponsors. We done gave her all kind of free advertisement.
Who?
The Lacucci bitch. The bitch I told you looked like a motherfucking a meth head fucking thigh cutter.
Melody Moeezy? Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I swear to God. I would suck on her ass till her forehead caved in.
Yeah, that bitch look like she got a brain tumor.
That's fine. She wants to fuck before she dies.
You know.
I'm sorry. I didn't know she looked like that. And now that I saw her, I'm like, oh, I take back
You
all
couldn't tell by the way the bitch was talking, you know what I'm saying, that she was probably a slender, you know, Caucasian descendant.
Bro, she probably doesn't even feel that way. She just knows that if she spews some bullshit like that, she'll get like the lesbians with the hairy pits to fucking get in on it. She'll get some clicks. She'll get some follows on Twitter.
I don't know. Her head's kind of wide for her neck.
But then she goes out and she's taking all that Shaq, Kobe black dick, right?
Oh, she's an Iranian American.
I mean, she's one of them.
Yeah, she said she's a proud Iranian American Muslim. She will not hide or shut up. I will resist.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you resisting? I don't understand what you're fucking resisting.
She likes them Arabian goggles.
What the fuck are you resisting? You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about, bitch? Your people, your Iranian people are the biggest fucking oppressors of fucking females and others in the fucking world. There's nothing accepting about any of your cultural background, okay? You know, get the fuck, the bitch, Jesus Christ, she probably eats cat food.
This sounds really white of me to say, but Iran in any period of time sounds really depressing.
Iran, man, you think of some evil shit, nigga, like now in 1940 you thought Hitler, but like in modern times, nigga, you think of some off the beat shit, nigga, you think of Iran, okay? These motherfuckers, you know, still wear fucking like slave made fucking sandals and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, any motherfucker that said women are for breeding and boys are for fun, they need to address their motherfucking priorities.
Here's my thing, and this is really white of me to say, I just think any culture where you got to use some form of flatbread as silverware seems really depressing.
I don't know, man. Like,
Iran reminds me of like what California, Southern California is probably going to be in like 55 years if y'all's laws keep progressing. It's dry. There ain't no water. People are going to be angry.
Check this out. So there's the perception of California, and it usually comes from people who have not ever lived here. But I was noticing something the other day. So the place where I'm staying, they get in the mail this catalog.
They're still allowed to get mail in California?
Yeah. For this gun store.
Yeah.
And when you look at like where their locations are, there's like a dozen locations.
Mm-hmm.
Then I passed like a place called the Glock store going to Walmart today, and it's this big ass fucking 12,000 square foot building that sells guns.
Mm-hmm.
But if you ask your average God-fearing white redneck country Trump voting American about California, they think it's this weird Nazi goose-stepping anti-capitalist place that just it's a bunch of crying lesbians who don't like guns. There are a lot of guns in this fucking state.
I know there is, and that's probably the only reason why it hasn't fully, devolved into a fucking dystopian.
Bro, California has
California.
like the,
You know,
has
California
the biggest. We
reminds
have
me.
Camp Pendleton. We have Marines.
California, okay, reminds me of a nigga that spent too much time at work, and while he's been at work, his wife has been overly emotional trying to fucking change and shake shit up, okay, and it's fucking deteriorating and melting down around her. That's what it reminds me of.
You'd like it out here.
No, California, there's parts of it, and there's straight, you know what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, it's fucking, it's confused in its own identity.
Well, we get, you get super villain looking motherfuckers like Gavin Newsom making decisions, but there's something enticing, man. About it's like dating a fat chick.
You got to be skeptical of places that's got to steal their water from other places. You know what I'm saying?
It's like dating a fat chick that gives really good head. You're like, sometimes I wonder, but then and then you get home and then she fucking tickles your gooch. You're like, this is okay.
I'm just saying, it's kind of like an electric car with a fucking diesel generator charging it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
But then they signed that thing here. They signed that bill that they're like, we're gonna help the skyrocketing housing market. They signed some bill where it's like gonna cap out how much landlords can raise your rent per year.
Well, that's stupid as fuck to me.
Well, it's stupid as fuck to me, but for a different reason. That's fine. If you're gonna be like, I'm gonna cap it at 5% per year. It doesn't help the fact that it's still $500,000 for a regular 2-bedroom house. It still doesn't help
the problem is that the wages and the cost of living hasn't leveled out. So you're trying to prop up crony capitalism with capping the housing market instead of letting the motherfucker crumble to the goddamn ground and have a reset and things be equatable. When you're capping rent, you're not promoting home ownership. You're not promoting, if the resources are that limited, then the cost, you're propping up a subsidized fucking low quality wage to workers. You're not.
But do you realize that capitalism is the main reason for the high prices because of gentrification? Because when I lived in Claremont, listen. If I was when I was in Claremont. When I lived in Claremont, which if you drive 5.5 miles, you're going to get to La Jolla.
Okay.
La Jolla is where all the Steven Spielberg bank executive motherfuckers live because it's houses on the cliff. Yeah. So, due to market value, free market capitalism, market value.
Crony capitalism.
But it's not. It's not. If Steven Spielberg can afford a $20 million home that sits on the cliff of La Jolla, a mile away, that's going to make the apartments go up.
I
2 miles away,
that.
that's going to make the apartments go up. 3 miles away, that's going to make. So you get 5 miles away, and there's people that don't even make within a ballpark. They don't even make a fraction of what those people make.
You don't have to rent a fucking house, okay? What spooled that machine up was people because they qualified for a fucking mortgage for a $300,000 house when they could only afford a $60,000 house. They took the mortgage out, and then they got upside down. And then investors and people that had the money and could afford to do it, they bought the houses. And then when they buy the houses and apartment buildings and stuff, they can rent them for whatever the fuck they want. You don't have to rent it. Just like working for $11 an hour. There's someone down the road that'll probably hire you for $11 an hour, but I'm not working for $11 an hour. I'm not going to devalue myself in that way. So, but if I do go to work for $11 an hour, that was my decision. If I decide to rent a house for $2,000 that's only worth $600, I mean that's my decision. I don't have to rent that house. I can fucking move.
Right. That sounds simple on paper. But when your family's here, you can't just move and upend and ask yourself.
Yes, you can.
For example,
if you're renting my property, I can charge you whatever I want for it. If you agree to pay it, then you agree to pay it.
But
the government has no business telling me.
If you're not going off a nominal market value, that goes against the ways and laws.
Yeah, but there is market value. Is my house can stay empty if I can afford to leave it sit empty.
But
and
most
if it
people
can't
can't.
afford to stay empty, then I lower my prices to something reasonable. But no one is forcing you to rent my house. It's just like New York City. All it does is promote poverty. When you implement these fucking, you know, insane rules and regulations. I mean, they sound good on the surface, but they're doing nothing for the economy and the reason why the people can't afford to pay the rent. Why are the people renting anyway? Why aren't they buying houses?
Well, you got to look at the main factor, too. There is no example anywhere on this planet of a large population that has a decent housing market. There's no... The funny thing about when people talk about capitalism, they act like they're somewhere out there or some point in time there was this beautiful dichotomy of like, here's 1 million people, and 1 million people can afford $150,000 to $200,000 homes, and they can make a decent wage. It's never happened. It's always happened in smaller outskirt community.
Look, Sean, what I'm saying is there's millions of places in America where people can get out of these environments that are crushing them and killing them and draining their spirit and breaking their families up, and they're overextended on mortgages and fucking car notes and shit like that, trying to obtain a quality of life through the wrong means, instead of moving to an area where they can actually be prosperous because they're convinced of this imaginary idea that this is where their family is, so they're rooted. So instead of it being an anchor and a solid, stable foundation to build from, it's something that's actually fucking drowning them. You know what I mean? And now they're crying for the government to fix their bad choices.
You're the one trying to convince me that to go out to North Dakota, which, by the way, if nobody's ever been to North Dakota, it's a very, just let me say it because I know you feel differently. It's a very ugly, depressing, cold state. It's God's.
It can be.
It's God's silly joke on humanity, where most of your money is going to be made in a shitty, silly, cold, depressing, rednecky place. But there's good schools, good roads, and shit like that. So you're basically being like, I'm going to live in a turd, but it's not going to cost me as much.
Yeah, I'm gonna live in an area that might not be as visually appealing in certain ways. Like, it's not as developed as, say, you know, where you're at in California, or, you know, the East Coast and so forth. But it's actually a place where you don't have to take out a fucking loan to go on vacation. You can have a vacation every month if you want. You can own property. You can go up there and put 5 years down to achieve your goals of independence and ownership. See, and that's the thing. People don't want that. They want the easy route. People are fucking drones. They're sheep. They're slaves. They want the government and uncle daddies and shit to make the hard decisions for them. They need to know on Monday what they're getting on Friday. Where me, I hate knowing on Monday that I'm already capped out and this is what I'm making come Friday. You know, it's fucking slaves. People want someone to make the decisions and tell them how to fix their life. They want them to rubberize it and protect it and make it cushy so they can go to the movie theater and buy $20 fucking popcorns, and they can get their hybrid fucking car, and, you know, and then, you know, in 20 years when they reconnect and they decided they wanted to get their fucking dick cut off and that their wife's been sucking the fucking pool boy's dick for the past 10, you know what I'm saying, they commit suicide. So I
hear a lot of you in this story. Now, keep in mind, North Dakota is the place, going back to what you were talking about, where people can charge whatever they want. North Dakota is the place charging $3,800 a month for a 3-bedroom mobile home that's 900 square feet.
Yeah, but the price is leveled out now, you know. But when you have people living in sheds and cars and stuff like that, you know, there wasn't no housing. So if you had limited housing, you know, you had corporate money that was putting people up, and, you know, you're not going to have, you know, true market if it's propped up falsely, you know, and no one is forcing them people to stay in them cities, them towns, and neighborhoods. It's the way of the beast. If you can't afford, you know what I'm saying, the fucking meal, eat at a different restaurant. If you want to eat at this restaurant, figure out how to get the fucking money.
Get that money. All right. So we've hit 1:08. Let's close this bitch out.
Yeah. The moment I started undermining socialism, my friend wanted to end the conversation, but yeah, thank you to Stalin for this example that he set.
This motherfucker. Also, Thomas University is available online at thomas.edu/gov. I want to thank Lego. Fucking Lego, dude. So we have these fake grandparents that like love our kids because their kids are grown. These motherfuckers sent us like the 700-piece box of Legos. so we can.
They must have got them at Target.
They got them at fucking Target, dude.
It's time to rock and roll.
They ordered them online from Jeff Bezos, who doesn't pay any taxes.
I don't give a fuck if you don't pay taxes.
That's what I don't care, because if I can get free shipping and that shit gets delivered 2 hours after I order, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Shout out to North Dakota Bureau of Tourism and Labor.
North Dakota's fucking awesome. Quit being a pussy.
Yeah, it is. Especially when you get those North Dakota Mexicans. Oh, God. Shout out to Marvel Studios. Shout out to Stamps.com. All of you, none of you are a sponsor, but you can be.
You can be.
You can be. It's important. People are going to hear this. They're going to love it. We're going to get that giant audience. Motherfuckers going to be like, yeah, they're right. They're right. White people do say, hey, look, there's a Chili's. And you're going to feel stupid. Lego.
Communism 2020.
Shout out to Communism 2020. Shout out to No Transparency, demanding whistleblowers be reprimanded against. Shout out to SpongeBob SquarePants, the Hildebrandt guy that created it. Nickelodeon Studios. Shout out to Hot Wheels. My kids love you, and those motherfuckers complain that I don't get them a goddamn truck every time we go into Walmart. Shout out to the Walton family.
Shout out to Belts, so your kids know not to ask for the truck.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But
that's illegal in California. I forgot.
Talk to my wife about hugging the kids when they're upset, as opposed to fucking decking them in the forehead and getting them right. Anyways, so this has been the Repeat Offender Podcast, episode 38. Unnecessary Whiteness. Be sure to like and subscribe to us. Be sure to follow us on Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcast, anywhere you can find your podcast, you're going to find us. YouTube. We got more great things coming at you.
I want to thank everybody that masturbates to my pictures.
Everybody that masturbates to Thomas's pictures, because there are people that like gay bears.
Goddamn.
And remember, if you're standing in line at a Chick-fil-A and some motherfuckers are arguing, somebody stepped on somebody's Jordans, they're making a big fucking scene, they're being loud, all you're trying to do is get your two-piece. You don't give a fuck about that sandwich. Fuck that sandwich. Somebody spills a fucking Sprite on you. You start pushing back. Somebody pulls a gun. Turns in gang violence. Cops come. You get taken away. Never, ever go quietly. Peace.